the 4th floor and comes up the stairwell, and I see Misty's door shut, and I put my hand on the door and just kind of yawn and go, well, now that I'm alone. I push open the door to my room, and I instantly run to this back wall where my bed is set up, and I get down on my stomach and like crawl on my belly, like worm crawl under the bed where the head of the bed is, as far back as to where it meets the wall. And I pull a purple velvet sack closer to me and eventually out from underneath of the bed, and I sit there crisscross applesauce with the bag in my legs, and I uncinch the knot at the top, and I reach down into the bag, and Giacomo looks at this strange object in his hand, and he says, well, well, my friend. It has been some time, I suppose.
Show it to the camera.
It's been far too long, Golorr. Far too long. And as I look at this stone with 3 eyes, this strange alien-looking stone, I hold it in my palms, and I close my eyes for a second, tired as though I'm getting ready to fall asleep over a minute, and like... well, where were we? I have a favor to ask of you. I know you're listening. Golorr! And I start knocking on the stone. Are you in there? Wake up!
I'm always listening, Giacomo.
Oh, wow! I really wasn't expecting you to answer so quickly. Whew, you gotta warn a Drow next time.
Do you know what the problem is with you, Giacomo?
I don't, but I'm sure you'll tell me, dearie.
Uh-oh.
You talk too much.
And you don't talk enough. Can you do that thing you do? Ooh, I have a question. Are you going to give me an answer or no?
Of course.
I want to use legend lore from Golorr.
All right. What would you like to know?
Oh, wow.
Giacomo wants to know the exact location and current safety and or lack of safety of a particular person down in the yawning portal. And he looks at the stone and says, look, this one's off the record. It's not from the boss, but good old 3 strings. I mean, Merrick. He asked me to do him a favor, Golorr, so I figure, why not ask you first for some help? I want you to help me locate Kalal Kladani. And I focus on the name and the description of the Drow female that's somewhere in Skullport.
And you attempt to and are unsuccessful. It seems like there are things that even Golorr does not have access to.
So does the stone act weird, or does he go silent?
What actually happens
Oh shit.
is you are instantly thrusted through what feels like earth and stone. Shifting, pushing, pulling. It feels as if rock is grinding and pressed against your flesh. And then darkness. Cold air flowing past you. You can't tell if your hair is blowing in the wind or if you're falling.
Oh God! Oh, slow down, Golorr!
You slowly see this blue light in the distance. This massive, glowing blue light. And Golorr speaks to you and says, "Here is as far as we go."
Where have you taken me?
This is darkness. The This is something that I myself have never seen. Thus, I can only show you what I have seen. What I know.
I look around and I'm assuming I don't see anything but just a complete void, right?
You just see the Underdark.
So when I see
darkness, it's earth beneath your feet, soil and stone, cave walls, and stalactites and stalagmites littering the floors every couple of feet, 10, 20 feet. You're looking around, and off in the distance, it seems like hundreds of feet, maybe a couple of miles away, maybe? You're uncertain, you're unsure. There's this rather large structure off in the distance with these blue glowing lights. And you can't make out much more than that. But you do hear Golorr say, I have only been to where you are looking for once, but it was in the pocket of a man. So I, unfortunately, am only able to show you that of what I know, what I have seen. That brilliant blue, glowing. That is all I know, Giacomo. As for this man, this woman, this thing, this child, I do not know them. I do not know where they may be. I do, though, know things that are more important. Ask me something important, Giacomo. Are you happy? You keep coming to me, asking me what I can do for you. It seems as if you're lacking something.
And as the vision swirls back to reality and I sit there with my legs crossed on the floor holding Golorr, looking into its weird alien-like black eyes on the stone, I snap out of it for a second and I say, Golorr, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you know exactly what Giacomo's looking for. How can I impress the boss? How can I succeed with my missions? Unless I can become more powerful. Golorr, help Giacomo become powerful and feared. And Giacomo will make sure, with his dying breath, that you are freed from your prison in this stone.
Interesting.
2 minutes.
If this is something you wish, we can make a deal, make a pact. We can work something out. I'm sure we have time. How does the rest of your life sound?
We can discuss terms later. Now, I will sleep and dream about these things. And that way, when I come back to you, I have a much more prepared answer. Because I'm no fool. I won't be manipulated by a stone like you. Not again.
Not again.
Giacomo. No one's calling you a fool. Just because it's your job doesn't mean you are one. Now, Giacomo, get some sleep. Because there's others who won't. I'm hungry.
1 minute.
Oh, so very hungry. And that's when you hear utter silence, Giacomo, but everyone else attempting to sleep within 300 feet of Giacomo will forever be unable to take a long or a short rest and gain any benefits from any of them as long as you are within 300 feet of Giacomo. And for there, we will call tonight's game adieu, fin, the end, and we will pick it up next week on Monday for your lovely game of Waterdeep Dungeons of the Mad Mage. I hope you had as much fun as we did. Thanks for coming out and watching us, everybody, and hope to see you guys next Monday. Have a good night.